All right, welcome everybody to the Invest, Sell, Repeat podcast. My name is Marcus Painter, and my special guest, James Dunwoody. No, not special guest. He's my partner in crime here in Kansas City.
Hey,
welcome everybody to the show. We've got a great one lined up for you today. Also got Josh here. I know you can't see him in the video, but he's looking there, and he's looking magnificent.
Hello, everybody.
With that incredible
Gary
beard
on his face.
Oh, yep. Looking good, man. Looking good.
Gary's getting groomed tonight, so
Oh, yeah.
getting ready for New Year's Eve.
How groomed?
I don't know.
Like closely groomed?
No. I
I
have
think
my
you
lady
just
trim it up.
groom it on the sides.
Yeah.
The down here looks good. It's just kind of.
It gets a little wily on the sides, but
Yeah.
I got a lady for it. I don't even trim my own stuff, so.
Yeah, I don't do mine either. I got mine trimmed up the other day.
Okay, we're going to leave that one alone and just move right on.
All right.
You guys have got me outmanned right now. I just feel kind of naked with no facial hair.
Kara keeps asking you to grow it. You should.
Maybe I should. I'll think about it. Maybe that'll be my New Year's thing. I'll grow a beard for 2017.
For a month.
Well, welcome everybody to the show. This show is all about real estate investing. Name of the game is cash flow. We love cash flow. That's why we buy investment properties to get those sweet returns. So if you're not familiar with the Midwest here, incredible cash flow opportunities. There's not a lot of places like it in the world, actually. So if you're on the East Coast, West Coast, people are literally coming here in droves right now and buying up properties.
From all over the world.
Absolutely. Yeah, from all over the world. And we've got all the back-end systems to help them be successful. We do everything in-house, and it's very powerful. So if you want to come here and buy, we would encourage you to call us at the office. Our number is 816-566-5011. Talk to one of my very well-trained staff. We'll take care of you. And also, if you get a chance to, come out and visit us here in Kansas City. We love for people to come check out our operation, see what we're doing, make sure we're legit, make sure that we're doing deals. Yeah, and we'll eat some good barbecue too. I think that goes without saying. Yeah, so we've got a lot of good stuff going on. So let's jump into the show here. So we really want to just reflect on 2016. So we got a couple days left in the year.
Yep.
It's been an amazing year for us.
Man.
We've had like 20,000% growth this year, which it's been fun. It's been nerve-wracking. It's been tear-jerking. It's like every emotion you could ever imagine we've probably gone through this year. Anger, everything. But that process of growing, expanding, and feeling the pressure and the pain just makes us better business owners, makes us better people, and honestly makes us persist and see that, you know what, no matter what circumstances, no matter what happens, no matter what's going on in your life, as long as you keep showing up every day and you work towards your goals, you will get them. James and I have been talking about having a call center for the last 2 years, and we've been working towards that. And now, guess what? Boom, baby. Center. We got a call center.
Fully staffed.
No more
seats.
Yeah.
We need to build the second one out on the other side of the building.
They're already saying, Marcus, we're out of room over here, and we need more room. Where are we going to put everybody? I'm like, dude, those are good problems to have.
Yeah, I love that problem.
I'll take those types of problems on all day long, man. So yeah, it's been a good year. It's been a really good year. In sports news, in our sports section of the show, for all you sports nuts out there, the Chiefs kicked some major ass on Christmas Day.
Put a spanking on the.
We like looking good in the national, spotlight, and it's huge because. We knocked the Denver Broncos out, which we
for the first
never
time.
do.
How long has it been?
Well, since we beat them, because we play each team in our division twice, every season. We haven't beat the Denver Broncos 2 games in a row since the year 2000. Now we've knocked them out, and we're still in the running to have a bye week and then go and have a home field advantage in the playoffs. So it's amazing. It's amazing.
We're going to the Super Bowl. That's what I'm hearing.
It's kind of funny because it reminds me of how the Royals were before when they made a run. I mean, we're not a powerful team. We're scrappy. We just somehow get it done every game. Like we don't. There's no big plays to be seen. Nothing like that.
Grinding it out.
Well, we don't have an amazing quarterback. Alex Smith. He's a good game manager. The thing he doesn't do is he never gives up the ball. But this is it. Just feels similar to how the Royals were when they made their run. And you never say it out loud, but this could be the.
So you can totally tell who the sports nut is in here.
Yeah.
James and I are just sitting here listening like,
I don't know anything. I know it's Alex Smith, and that's about it.
Truth be told, I didn't even know the Chiefs played on Christmas. So Josh had to tell me before the show.
Yeah.
he's giving me the middle finger right now.
For a minute.
I know you can't see it, but he's totally flipping me off.
Oh, man, it was insane. It was an insane game. I mean, I was out actually at Up Down when a bunch of people from Kansas City around, and people were freaking out. Like,
yeah.
Oh man, and there's people
just up down were watching it.
Oh yeah, everybody. I mean, people. It was a night game, so everybody left with their families and to go drink for the night or whatever. Get away from their families for a bit. And people.
It was actually nice on Christmas too.
Oh, it was really nice.
It was like the nice day we've had.
Beautiful
forever.
But yeah,
absolutely
crazy night though.
Yeah, it was a good time. So are they going to the Super Bowl? I mean, is that what we're saying?
I can't say it out loud, but I was doing.
Okay, so what's happening?
So you're going to put money on it?
For this, the thing is, I've learned from growing up with the Chiefs is you never bet against them, but you never bet for them either.
You just don't bet.
Yeah, fair weather fan. Yeah. And you got to go all in, man. You got to go all in. Okay, so what's happening? What's new in the business? What are some cool things that we're working on? Well, first of all, James and I have been putting products together. I feel like my microphone's shaking crazy. We've been putting some incredible products together, actually. So James and I have done thousands and thousands of deals, and we've built out all of these systems. And man, we're getting flooded with people asking us, "Hey, how do I get involved in what you're doing? How do I educate myself? How do I people come in here and they're like, this is what I want. Like I want to have a construction company and I want to have a call center." And so what we've been doing is breaking down all the little systems that we have in place and packaging them up, and you can get involved in those. So now our call center that we spent hundreds of thousands of dollars putting together can be your call center, which is really cool. Again, if that sounds interesting to you, if that's something you want, if you're really ready to take your business to the next level and you want to do things on the scale that James and I are doing, and if you're having trouble with back-end systems, again, call our office at 816-566-5011 and we'll get you plugged in. We literally last week we had like 15 people in here on different occasions, sitting down and talking to them and saying, how do we, how do we grow this together? What do we need to do? Because that's really what it's all about. James and I are
relationships.
Relationships. Huge on networking, and we bring a lot to the table, and we want people that are at that point in their career where they really want to take it to the next level, and we can help you do that totally. So that's cool. So we got a lot of cool stuff. We're going to be 2017 is going to be huge for us.
We're planning on being in. Our goal is to be in 18 markets by the end of the year.
Yep.
We've still got a ton of products that we're still working on, which they're all in the process. We've knocked a couple of them out already. We've got a book coming out that'll be more how-to kind of what we're doing, breaking it all down. And then just some little mini courses on how we do deal structuring and how some of the stuff that we do that is a little more intricate than just your normal type wholesale deal. We're going to be rolling some stuff out like that as well, with video, PDFs, contracts, email sequences, and how we do our follow-ups and stuff.
We're doing a lot of owner finance deals right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we've been doing a lot of those. Those
are buying a ton of deals right now.
Which I think is good for the way that the market's going to crash here again soon.
Yeah, absolutely,
Those are perfect deals to be doing. So taking over people's payments.
It's beautiful. Beautiful way to do deals. That's why we love real estate, because you never stop learning. There's a million ways to do this business. And
another big goal for us is our plan is to do an apartment complex by the end of the year.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep. So
how many units are we buying?
100 plus.
100 plus. That would be amazing.
Yeah, 100 plus, and do that by the end of 2017. Maybe 2.
Yeah, we'd totally do it. Absolutely. So, and the thing about apartment complexes is you can do them anywhere. Mm-hmm. You can do them anywhere. You don't have to be in your local market.
Yeah.
Very powerful.
Yep. So, but yeah, as far as some of the deals we've done this year, like I think one of our best deals was one that we'd been following up with for a while. I think we followed up with them for close to 8 months.
It was a long time.
And as far...
It was towards the beginning of 2016 is when they first contacted us.
Yeah.
I remember that. Mm-hmm. And, followed up with them. And she actually owed almost twice as much as our cash offer would be.
Yeah, it was like 40-something thousand she owed. And she was sick. That's what it was.
Yep.
Her daughter. It was her daughter. Her daughter was very, very ill. She was taking care of her daughter, and she owed 40-something thousand on it. It was a little over 40, and she ended up having to take a loan out against her primary property in order to pay off the difference because we couldn't offer her that much. So we ended up getting that one for $20,000. And then I'm trying to remember all the details on it. We closed that one out. All we did was, I think we hauled off a little bit of trash, mowed the grass,
the yard, cleaned it up,
times.
changed the locks.
Yeah,
was really all we did on it.
And then sold that one for $59,000.
$59,000. Yep.
Yeah, and then there was a couple little complications with getting it closed out the second time because our title company screwed some stuff up.
Title company messed it up, and we had to go back, and we were hoping, because the mom was really sick, like she was not doing well, and we were hoping that she was still alive when we had to go back and get the second paperwork signed with her.
Oh yeah, because she was the one sick
to get it sold.
Yeah, and then her daughter was sick. That's what it was.
Yeah.
She was sick, and then her daughter was sick, and that was a pain in the butt. But we finally got that worked through. We had to make some calls. It took a lot of following up on that even to try to get a hold of them, because we ended up having to get a hold of the granddaughter, and the granddaughter was able to get us in contact with them somehow. And anyways, and then the title company was sent them the wrong documents. They had to go get them signed twice.
It was one thing after another.
Yeah, it was, and I'm surprised they stuck around for it. I mean, but they were just very happy and pleased to get her all out of their name. So
yeah, this property was a huge burden to them.
Yeah, it was.
So it was actually it was 9 city lots.
Yeah, 9 lots.
So it was a huge property. It had a main house, several outbuildings, and they were having to mow it and clean it up, and people were breaking into it constantly. And real estate has got so many emotions wrapped up in it. So this is a property that they actually grew up in. They lived there their entire lives, and so every time we'd go to a different room, the daughter would be like, "Oh my God, I remember when I was playing as a little girl here, and I can't believe somebody broke in," and they just really felt violated, or she felt violated.
Yeah.
And so for her to take a loan out on her own personal house to get this property closed, like, she was elated and happy. And I really feel like we helped these people out of a bad situation.
Yeah.
And it turned out to be a good deal for everyone. So, yeah, that was a cool deal. I'd say that was probably the best deal that we did last year as far as, that was a straight-up wholesale, right?
Yeah.
Because, we did close on it, but we wholesaled that bad boy. We didn't fix up the property.
Yeah, we
didn't
do anything, just mowed the grass.
Now, I do remember after we took over, they had quit mowing it for like a month or 2 months, and that was in the middle of
prime
mowing season, and the grass was literally like 4 feet tall.
Yeah, they had to take a tractor over there.
Had to get a brush hog, go get it cleaned up.
A brush hog, yep.
But it was it was a good deal. It was a really good deal.
Yeah, we had a couple other ones that were pretty good. We had a flip in Shawnee. Yeah, that was it. That was this year. Yeah, I was trying to remember if that was last year, but yeah, we did the flip. We had that other one up north.
We may or may not have done an auction at. We'll just let you figure that one out. Yeah, that was really good.
We just had people, fighting against each other on it, so that's what happened.
We ended up selling that one for, I think, $20,000 over what we had it listed for. It was $15,000 or $20,000. We did really well on it. So this year we've done a lot of deals. We've done a lot of deals. We've done a lot of flips. We've done a lot of wholesale deals. We've sold a lot of turnkey deals. We've done a lot of owner finance deals. Here's the thing. Looking forward into 2017 is we're set up with our current staff, everything that we've got going on. We're going to
partners in different markets.
We're going to double the deals that we did this year
easily. So
we're going to do anywhere from 150 to 200. Possibly even more deals in 2017. And how awesome is that, man? I think we deserve a round of applause. That's pretty amazing. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about some differences in how the company's changed in January 2016 till now. It's actually huge. It's really huge.
So in January, we had a couple guys still working for us. They were younger. That was...
They had been working for us for, 6, 7, 8 months at that time?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, okay.
They were doing okay.
We were closing deals.
Yeah, we were closing deals. It was just, it was okay. I mean, it was definitely, we're never going to get anywhere with them. And so come the first of the year, just shortly after it, I think one of them got a wild hair up their ass and thought that they were going to go do it on their own. So then they both decided they were going to do it on their own. And they gave us 30-day notice, and we just said, hey, look,
see ya.
See ya. Yeah, here's your check.
Yeah.
And then we were, I think we just dropped mailers, and you and I were out there trying to handle all the calls.
We were. It was James and I. This was probably, mid-February.
Yeah.
No, it was James and I, no staff. I mean, we still had Al. I'm talking about on the 5-star side. It was James and I hammering out phone calls, and I wish you were there at the time to get. I mean, you talk about good social media pics. But the thing is, we hammered it out, man. Like as an entrepreneur, you do what you got to do. If it requires you going that extra mile and you sitting down and grinding out phone calls, dude, like we stepped up to the plate.
We were stressing ourselves out.
Oh, dude, we were running around like crazy people because we were sending out a ton of mailers. So we had all these phone calls coming in. So we were taking and going out to properties and, just running around like chickens with our heads cut off. But I think very quickly, I think that went on for 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks max.
Yeah. Then we hired. Then we hired a girl.
We got 2 more girls in. And then we just slowly built from there.
Yeah.
And so to now we've got here it is at the end of the year. We've got an 11-person call center built out completely, fully staffed. I'm really proud of ourselves because I've always been this person too. Whenever I'd bring in somebody new, I would give them basic information about what we're doing. Hey, yeah, we're buying and selling houses. Mm-hmm. Here's Podio, and here's how you do it. Go figure it out yourself. Right. That's exactly what I did with Stephanie.
Yeah.
I remember I was at an event in California when I hired her. And Stephanie has turned out to be a rock star. Mm-hmm. And
she's grown in the
basically
company.
Hired her on the spot and said, yeah, absolutely. Go ahead and start. I did send her some basic information, but I didn't have anything. I didn't have any like training videos and series and, hey, this is how you do this on sellers
we
and
would
buyers.
Do fake calls with them and try to, they'd be in the other room and we would act like we're a seller, just giving them a hard time, and they'd try to fill out Podio.
So now we're at the point, and this is really cool. You talk about saving time. We have all of the training videos put together.
Mm-hmm. So, PDFs on how to do it all, instructions.
So our goal is when we have a new hire, we want them talking to buyers or sellers
2 to 3 hours.
Within 2 to 3 hours of coming on. So,
and we don't train them at all. They just sit down, put some headphones on, listen, read some stuff, and it's been working out really well.
It has.
Yeah. I mean, I think we did 7 or 8 of the people that are in there right now that all did it through that. And we actually had 2 people that we had to get rid of. It wasn't a good fit for, so it's actually been more.
Yep. Got those people replaced, somebody in. They literally sat down in their seat, went through the training videos, and boom, they're up and running. Dude. So I think we totally deserve a round of applause for that because that was a major feat. We spent several 15-hour days putting all of that stuff together because I can tell you one thing: if you want to get good at this business, figure out the little details and then try to write those down. Dude,
if you can write them,
that is freaking complicated.
Yeah, if you can write them down, you'll save a lot of time for one because. When we were training Stephanie and we had another Stephanie or Andrea, and then we had who was the other one that we spent a bunch of time with?
Oh my gosh, I don't know, man.
There was one other person, but I mean, we spent like a whole day training them. And,
James and I personally.
Yeah, both of us, and we spent a whole day training both of them, or 2 or 3 of them. And now they're up and running in 2 to 3 hours, and we don't even talk. We don't even do anything. Mm-hmm. They just watch our videos and all that stuff.
Well, the last couple of people we've hired, they go through the initial hiring process, and then they just show up here and go through the training. And James and I will walk in and we'll be like, oh, hey, there's a new person in here today. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But it's taken us a long time. It's taken us a lot of trial and error, and this is how you hire people, and this is how you train people. But again, it's one of those things where, you know what, when we started hiring people, I can still remember the first guy I hired years ago to help with call volume and negotiate deals and just all the little minutia that goes on in this business. I was terrified. I was like, oh my God, man, I'm hiring this kid. I was paying him like $8 an hour. Right. And I'm like, how am I going to make any money? Just because I was in the wrong mindset is really what it was. I had never experienced that before. I had never hired anybody before.
That's scary.
At that time, I was in a 9-to-5 mentality still. Yep. Like I'm trying to be this entrepreneur, but my mindset wasn't quite right. But what you quickly learn is if you're hiring quality people, they pay for themselves in multiples.
We used to be scared to hire $14, $15 hour, and now we start at that. And, as far as trying to get those cheap people, yeah, they're cheap and you're going to make more money, but
you get what you pay for.
Well, yeah, but you make more money on the deal specifically, but you're not going to have the quality to do more. I mean, yeah, you might make more on a couple deals, but definitely spending the money to pay somebody to get good quality people is way more worth it. I mean, we have one VA, awesome VA, does a great job. He's been with us for over a year, going on 2 years, I think. Does an amazing job, but we don't really prefer to have VAs anymore. There's certain small tasks I think you can have them do, whether it's data entry or some sort of data scraping or just doing research, things like that. But when you're taking your calls, you don't want to have them have somebody that's a foreigner answering your calls. They don't know
the market,
the market, the lingo, that they can't. What am I trying to say? Like if you're joking around,
you can tell
some of the slang stuff like that. Like you can't. It's completely different. I don't know how to explain it, but you definitely don't want.
You can tell if you're an experienced real estate investor. I've had those guys call me all the time, and you can tell immediately. Well, this guy's in the Philippines. He is.
Yep.
And they're not asking the right questions, and they don't ask them the right way, and you just feel like you're completely wasting your time.
Yeah. Yep.
So I'd much rather. We've tried this business like every way that you can. Every way you can try it. We when I first got started, I was like, you know what, I had quit my day job at this particular point, and at the time I wanted to be this little guy that just worked out of my home because that was a cool idea to me at the time. And I'm just going to do my deals. I'm going to just do this little thing here. But the thing is, man, you start cranking deals out, and you start really doing this business and not treating it like a hobby. You start treating it like a business,
or not like a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
It started expanding. Like I got to a point very quickly where I was dealing with so many people, and people were coming to my house. I'm like, dude, I got to get an office space. Like, this is just not making sense anymore. If
you can afford, even if it's just a small little rental place, or you go to one of those Regis places that's like, what do you call those things where you rent them and it's like, and then
it's just a little office space is all it is.
Yeah, it's like anyways, it's a big office that they got all, you rent out these different rooms, and then they got a conference room. Even if you rent something like that, or if you're in an apartment and you can use the clubhouse to meet people at, do something like that. Get yourself out of the house, because especially like if you've got kids, even if you don't have kids, like it's so hard to stay motivated at the house because you might be in comfy clothes, you maybe haven't showered yet for the day. Sleep in late. Yeah. Get up early, have a routine, work out, drink water, eat, read, do some sort of study, and get your mind right for the day. Do that before you normally wake up. Like they say, wake up 2 hours early. Get all that done before then, and then you will have a much more productive day, at least starting out. Get all the things that you dread most done first, and then that way everything else is easy. But definitely get out of your house.
Yeah, totally.
I mean, you have to. You've got to have somewhere, even if you just go rent it 1 day a week. Get out of the house and go somewhere, and then collaborate and work with other people there.
Hell yeah.
That changed for me a lot.
Yeah,
like
help.
Even since even when we had the office and we were doing stuff, like you and I used to not come in as much. Now we're here every single day and make sure we're usually here before everybody, stay after everybody, and I mean we're grinding it out every day still. But we're also having a ton of growth, and we're still learning stuff. I mean, every day it's a new hurdle, a new struggle. There's something else that we've got to overcome, and I don't know. That's exciting for me, at least.
It is, man. Yeah, I'm so pumped for next year. I really am. Okay, so let's do. I want to start playing this little game, and I think it'll be fun. All right.
All right.
It's called Successful People. All right. So what we're gonna do is, I'll say something that successful people do to be successful, and then Josh will go, and then you can go, and then we'll just go until we can't go anymore. All right? We ready? I'll give you guys just a second here to collect your thoughts, okay? All right. So successful people read constantly.
Successful people hire out tasks that are kind of, simple. They don't take, big ideas or that sort of thing.
Successful people dress nice.
Ooh. Successful people know how much their time's worth.
Successful people invest.
Ooh, I like that one.
I was going to kind of say that same one. Successful people let their money work for them instead of them working for it.
Successful people use other people's money.
Successful people can convince people to invest their money with them.
Successful people are salesmen.
Successful people write their goals down.
Successful people know how to read the people they're selling to.
Successful people read affirmations to themselves daily.
Well, I like that one.
I think I kind of said that wrong, but
yeah,
affirmations to themselves, not selves.
To themselves. Okay. Successful people are always reaching up.
Successful people are always researching what their competitors are doing.
Successful people have routines.
Successful people constantly put themselves in uncomfortable situations.
Kind of feeding off that, but successful people know how to adjust and change their, routines and their mindsets.
Successful people surround themselves with people who are doing better than they are.
Successful people understand the importance of habits.
Blah, I got nothing.
All right. So do just James and I keep going then?
Yeah.
Is that how that works? No,
Great.
we go on for hours and hours because I think the list is endless. Oh, that was cool. That was kind of fun.
Yeah.
I want to start doing that whenever we have a guest. We'll play that little game, right? Just put people on the spot. All right, cool. What else do we have to cover, guys? Have we answered everybody's questions?
Yeah.
Again,
30 minutes.
If you're interested in investing here in the Kansas City market, give us a call, 816-566-5011. Hit us up on any social media. I'm easy to find on Twitter, Facebook, Insta Spam, Snap a Face, whatever you want to, whatever your preferred method of communication is. We've also been using WhatsApp. I love WhatsApp.
Yeah,
We've been using it a lot for internal team communication.
Yeah, if you're out of the country and you're on WhatsApp, I don't know how you find us on. How do you? Is there a?
We're gonna leave that for them to figure out.
Well, we'll have something below the video here. I don't know how we promote that or say, hey, reach out to us on there like Instagram or Facebook or something, but I'm sure there is a way, and it'll be below the...
We're easy to get a hold of is what we're saying.
Yeah.
And you can also call that number that I just gave you.
816-566-5011.
Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Central Standard Time is when the office is open. If you shoot me a message on Twitter or Instagram or anything,
we'll get right back to
I'm
you.
available 24/7.
Yeah.
Super easy to get a hold of. The real estate market here in Kansas City is extremely hot right now. And just in case you're wondering too, I've had several investors ask me, are we in another real estate bubble? What's going on with the market truly? And really what they're saying is, hey, if I come buy a property there, is the market going to crash and the property be worthless? Okay, so if you buy one of my pre-rehab deals, your average all-in on one of my pre-rehabs is going to be anywhere from $30,000 to $50,000 is kind of a general price range. Okay, so if you spend $40,000 and buy a property from me, that property is going to be based on the value of that property is going to be based on the cash flow that it brings in my opinion. Okay, so let's say worst case, let's say the zombie apocalypse happens 3 months after you buy, and the real estate market crashes, and you're all in on a deal with me for $40,000 that rents for $700 a month. Okay, what's the worst case scenario? Okay, in my opinion, you're still sitting good because you've still got great cash flow. And that's why you're buying deals from me anyway. You're not buying them because you're going to get 20-30% equity,
you're not buying these for equity.
I mean appreciation over the next 10 years, right? What you're going to get in Kansas City is a very stable 5% appreciation. I think it was actually, if you go on the MLS and look over the whole Kansas City area, it was an average of like 6.1% for 2016 appreciation. And that's just what we see year after year. Okay, so let's say property values do go down. You still have an asset that is cash flowing. And here's one thing that most people don't know is when the market crashes, rental values actually go up.
Yep, right? Everyone's forced into being a renter.
You have to be a renter because you can't go get a loan because the market sucks. And that's why I love this strategy of buying rental properties, okay?
Yeah, the bubble or the crash actually works to your advantage if it does crash.
So
having those rentals is going to make more sense than just being an owner-occupant.
The only way that you would lose money on that type of deal is if you were in some situation where you were forced to sell when the market was down. Ideally, what you're going to do is you've positioned yourself financially to, first of all, be able to afford rentals. And now you've got several assets with me. and they're cash flowing. And all we're going to do is just wait till the market comes back up and let it cash flow the whole time. And that's so I've had like 5 people ask me about that in the last week. And that's exactly what I tell them. So I thought I'd spend a couple of minutes here and just talk about that. It's actually pretty powerful, and that should put a lot of people's minds at ease.
Yeah, and also just one last thing to say as far as that. If you were concerned about that, with it crashing and you being in a situation like Marcus was just describing where, you feel like you might lose because you had to sell for some situation that you had, there's really not a way to lose in that scenario. I mean, there's plenty of ways that we could structure that without going into details where we could structure that and make sure that you're not losing and still coming out ahead, even when that market is down, if you become a motivated seller yourself.
So you know what happens too is when it's hard to get financing because credit has tightened up, perfect time to do owner financing.
Exactly. Yep.
And we could get you set up with that. If that's something you're interested in, again, you just have to call the office and we can go over details and get that worked out for you. So that pretty much wraps it up for today. Thank you for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I hope you learned something. Hope it was educational to you. And again, check us out on all the social media sites. We do put out a lot of content, a lot of videos, and we love working for you guys. So thanks for watching. We will see you on the next episode, baby.
Yeah, next year.
Yep, absolutely. Woohoo!
All right, we'll see you later.